We really didn't mean to go into Doom 2, it's just an accident, but yep. Welcome back to Doom 3. When we last left off, we were pretty much where we were when we last left off the previous time. Running around Delta Lab, finding random things that we need to kill. I guess that was the sensitivity I wanted. Okay, well, let's go.
Decontamination process started.
Man, screw your decontamination process. Let's go. Decon chamber. Man, wait, let's go.
Have a nice day.
I will as soon as you let me out of here. Had to check and see if anything interesting and or bad would happen. Doesn't appear so.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
Die already, damn, come on. Okay, we don't want to go there, we know that for sure. Something over here has got to give somewhere, right? And it's not the observation room, because we can apparently only observe the observation room being on fire and whatnot. Eh, what the hell. We'll check out the biolabs first.
Warning. Halon systems active. Access denied.
Medical report 60. Patient 04. Steve Jensen of the UAC Darklight Armor Corps Division. Private Jensen was suffering from paranoid delusions and full-blown dementia. Treatment was unsuccessful. Initial psychiatric interviews suggested only mild psychosis with speech, motor activity, and thought processes within normal range. Paranoid. 8A. Private Steve Jensen, October 18, 2145.
UAC psychologist Dr. Hooper interviewing Steve Jensen, male, age 27. Steve, can you talk to me?
We escorted number 8 to the medical lab after further instances of self-mutilation. I have cleared him for final research and disposal. He is no longer useful as a data subject. Testing for today has been halted due to increased power fluctuations. However, Ian thinks he can help us bypass the fail-safes to boost our throughput, giving us the necessary power to move ahead with the final phase of Test 11. He is currently working with the problem in NC routing. I am going to security to seal the area until testing can resume.
H-3-2. Private Steve Jensen, October 21st, 21.
The research subjects continue to deteriorate mentally. I have requested a security guard on site. I'm beginning to question my own safety working in close proximity to them. Test subject 8 never stops screaming. I've informed the guard that offices occupied by the subjects are to be locked at all times. I've asked Dr. Brasky to place some military supplies in the security room locker. If things get out of hand, I want to be ready.
Patient unresponsive. Terminating interview.
We have exhausted all known...
Test subject 4 attacked an inspector today. I want to know who was responsible for letting them into the rec area, especially when it was known that non-UAC personnel were coming through today. The last thing we needed was another accident. Vitruger assured me that no report would be filed, but until we block these inspectors from entering secure areas, we risk exposure. We've retired number 4 and moved the remaining subjects into an empty Sector 2 office for closer observation. Let's read the oldest report. We sent the first batch of volunteers through the teleporter today. Subjects were administered a mild anesthesia to put them under for the duration of the experiment. They reported no side effects when awakened, and only reported injury was for subject number 7, who had several lacerations after recombination on the receiving pad. We speculated these were somehow self-inflicted during the matter transference, but are unable to fully explain how physical damage could be administered during an instantaneous transfer. Stigmata? You sent him to hell, dude. Research subjects have become increasingly delusional. An interesting pattern has emerged in recent psych evaluations, all subjects reporting supernatural experiences. While common enough as a schizophrenic manifestation, I've never seen the same psychosis affect all subjects in a controlled test group. Recommend occipital probes to check for growths or swelling. Applied pressure in this region might explain mass hallucinations. Again, I suggest halting experimentation on these subjects until we discover what is affecting them. Something they apparently really didn't do. Jameson cleared the order for holding the test subjects pending a detailed physical analysis. I've uploaded a new request for new volunteers, so we should have a few transfers that are looking for free credits. I'm copying Sandra on this log entry. Be sure to check all potential candidates for immediate family or local social ties. Make sure they won't be missed. Corporation doesn't want to deal with any more litigations. Okay, so yeah, pretty heartless people here. Some not good people doing science.
Medical report 16-8, dated November 2nd, 2145. Patient 0432, a Private Steve Jensen of the UAC Darklight Armor Corps Division, expired yesterday at 15:43. Private Jensen was suffering from paranoid delusions and full-blown dementia. Treatment was unsuccessful. Initial psychiatric interviews suggested only mild psychosis with speech, motor activity, and thought processes within normal range, paranoia being the only psychotic element directly evident. Reference interview G8A, Private Steve Jensen, October 18, 2145.
UAC psychologist Dr. Hooper interviewing Steve Jensen, male, age 27. Steve, can you talk to me about the last few weeks, please?
I don't want to talk.
Well, I'm here to help you, Steve.
I've tried talking. They think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy.
They, your colleagues, aren't doctors. Let me help you.
Help! Nothing can help us.
Prior sessions over a period of 72 hours revealed rapid deterioration of both physical and mental capacity, with behavior inconsistent with any known patterns. The patient was responsive for brief periods and had to be restrained during interviews. Reference interview H-3-2, Private Steve Jensen, October 21st, 2145.
Tell me what you see, Steve.
I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to feel it. They'll be here soon, and then you'll see it.
Can you talk about what you see? Steve? Patient unresponsive. Terminating interview.
We have exhausted all known forms of drug treatment in hopes of finding a way to abate this strange outbreak of dementia, and I have yet to receive any additional data from the psychiatrists back on Earth. Options are quickly dwindling.
That is a big ass skull, ain't it? Really not sure how crawling around in ducts with a chainsaw is supposed to work, but whatever, we'll take it.
Alarm systems deactivated. 3 minutes. 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 3 minutes.
New clearance, it looks like? No, just general access.
Audio log for Phil Wilson, medical technician, Delta Labs, October 20th, 2145. Today I witnessed the third test of the teleporter in the 3 weeks that I've been here. Volunteers are becoming harder and harder to come by, and it's difficult to see why. They all come back screaming like loons about demons, pools of blood, real fire and brimstone stuff. At first I wasn't paying much attention, I was doing my job, but last was Robert Clayton. Now, I met him my first day here. This guy chews up rocks and spits out gravel, as tough as they come. Having to sedate him and drag his drooling body to the isolation, it's really freaked me out. I'm gonna put in for a transfer as soon as I'm able.
As requested, the following is my initial feedback on my first trip through the portal. Private First Class Frank Cinders, dated October 15th, 2145. I don't know exactly where to begin. Obviously, I survived the first trip and feel no worse for the wear. I'm not feeling any of the symptoms reported by the others who have gone in before me, but I'm at a point where I'm still trying to process everything. Thankfully, the place looks deserted and devoid of any life, but flames and heat and the stench of the place. It smells of death, decay, and... Tomorrow we're going back in with some of the eggheads. Science division starts securing forward positions and inspectors start sending out the mapping boards at the same time. I must admit, on a personal note, that I've got a really bad feeling about this. don't understand what we're doing there or what we hope to prove. PFC Cinders, signing off.
Ah. Oh, I missed it somewhere. Oh, whatever. Sorry about the jitters there for a second. I think I had a fair amount of memory usage going on. I've corrected that. Should be better. Oddly wasn't dropping frames though.
Excellent. That will get the teleporter working again. You don't have much time.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination.
I mean, why are we decontaminating ourselves from like earthly contaminants before going to hell? That's what I don't understand. We're gonna come back contaminated by hell. And I don't think the decontamination process we have in there is effective for hell. That's useful. .259's the new locker code we need to carry about. Don't think that's really the way to go, so it's probably got to keep pushing forward somewhere through here. Oh damn, didn't see that coming. I thought that door was locked. That actually startled me for a second. The problem with getting startled in this game is that basically as long as I have health and a chainsaw, there's not really anything to be afraid of, like, period. But you can still get a jump scare pretty much anytime something just kind of appears behind you and you're not expecting it. Who said interesting?
Ah, you surprised me.
I bet.
I'm glad to see you. I would have hoped they would have sent more than just one guy, though. I've been studying one of the specimens we brought back to see if there's something physiological that would be a weakness, a way to stop them. I found nothing so far. Haven't had enough time. I'm gonna stay here and keep looking. It's the only thing I can do. There are combat supplies in the storage cabinet in the next room. The code is 624. I hope you can use it.
The weakness is a chainsaw, by the way. The chainsaw is very effective. They're, like, obviously pretty vulnerable to it. Actually, all of them are. Even the cacodemons are pretty vulnerable to the chainsaw, although they're a lot harder to hit with it than the rest of them are.
Delta Complex Stasis Chambers. This facility was constructed to house and study the extra-dimensional beings, which were recovered during some of the first teleporter tests originating from Delta Level 3. While little is known about their native environment, the specimens appear to be carbon-based life forms with extremely high heat tolerances. The epidermal tissue is extremely resilient to abrasion or incision, which has complicated internal studies. Observational studies have shown incredible strength and agility, as well as the ability for some specimens to manifest and control cohesive plasma masses. The method by which these plasma masses are created is yet unknown. It is believed that the specimens possess a rudimentary intelligence and social structure, as was demonstrated during the first tragic expeditions through the portal. While the cost in human life has been great in acquiring these specimens, we hope to one day complete genomic mapping and begin to answer the many questions we have about these entities.
This little article on the Soul Cube is interesting. I'll go ahead and read it. I've been working on the Soul Cube for a few weeks now. It's a fascinating artifact as it turns out, with some amazing properties. I wrote a new glyph pattern query yesterday and let it run overnight. With the new query, the linguistics computer finally cracked the remaining glyphs. The Soul Cube is by every definition a weapon, and it seems to have been built to repel whatever type of creatures invaded this ancient culture. If I'm reading this right, during the battle the cube gains power with each life the wielder takes. When it is fully charged, it can be used to slay even the strongest of creatures. Even more impressive is that when it kills a creature, it transfers that creature's life force back to who is using the cube. I know it sounds like magic, and I have not been able to activate it to prove the theory, but this is what the glyphs illustrate. The glyphs specifically point out that you must kill 5 creatures before it becomes charged, and then amazingly it will tell you when it is ready. It's almost like a sentient being. This object is an amazing or fantastic find. Ian McCormick. And that is an interesting article for sure. Specimen 197, the Imp. The humanoid's long and muscular limbs make it extremely agile as a biped or quadruped. Its long and sharp claws allow for climbing steep surfaces. A configuration of 10 eyes provides this creature with a wide field of vision and the ability to see with clarity in low-light environments.
Welcome to the Delta Complex Stasis Chambers. This facility was constructed to house
The Revenant. The creature's endoskeleton is visible through translucent, non-solid skin. Despite the absence of any visible muscles, the creature is able to strike at close-range targets with enormous strength. 2 shoulder-mounted cannons controlled by the nervous system allow this creature to fire guided rocket-propelled missiles.
Possess a rudimentary intelligence and social structure, as was demonstrated during the first tragic expeditions through the portal. While the cost in human life has been great in acquiring these specimens, we hope to one day...
Hell Knight. Partial. The cranial mass of this bipedal specimen indicates that it's one of the largest creatures inhabiting the site. Overpowering its prey with sheer might, the Hell Knight is one of the most ferocious predators known to our researchers. Like the imp, the creature is able to defend itself at long range with thrown plasma projectiles. Living Dead. Partial. Able to function without recognizable brain activity, this creature has little regard for self-preservation. Though slow-moving, its behavior is aggressive and tenacious. That's like the zombies, I guess. Partial. Left forearm amputated for biological study. The researchers are currently studying how the creature is able to manifest and throw an explosive plasma projectile from its hands. I wonder if this is why the forces of hell are mad at us, you know? Three, 7, 1. Noted. I thought that was it, but I guess not. Let me double check. Nope, close. Can't use anything anyway because I've been relying so heavily on the chainsaw. That works though.
Welcome to the UAC Maintenance Department. This video will provide you with the necessary tools and information to do your job efficiently and safely. A safe worker is a happy worker, and your safety is our #1 priority at UAC. Observe all signs and follow all procedures to keep you and your coworkers out of harm's way. Cleanup is one of the most important aspects of what we do in maintenance. This phase of our job keeps everyone safe. Research has shown that working in a clean and toxic-free environment has a positive benefit on overall productivity. Power generation on Mars produces two byproducts, steam and green goo. We vent the steam all over the base, through vents, floor grids, cleverly placed pipes, and pretty much any place else. The goo is a result of the MFS process reacting with core elements in the Martian soil. What it is not radioactive, is a relic codenamed U1. Remove all toxic spills at once. Discovered in hazmat suits are the best way to protect in a geographic region. And if you happen to come in contact with the goo, report immediately to a medical station for a scrub down. After a few days in confinement, you should be ready to report back to me. Report any rule violations to your immediate supervisor. And don't forget to read your employee handbook for additional rules and information.
This is the audio log of Research Director Larry Bowman, October 19th, 2145. I've been examining the glyphs on the cube-shaped artifact, which some are calling the Soul Cube, and combined with previous research data, it is my conclusion the device is some sort of weapon. If power fluctuations would stop long enough for me to get the linguistic CPU online, then I am sure my theory will be verified. You know, I'll take this opportunity to lodge yet another complaint about the continual power problems. Living in this godforsaken base is bad enough without having to watch the lights flicker constantly. It's just... Well, never mind. Back to the task at hand. What I've deciphered so far is a bit, I must say, disturbing. It seems that when one has possession of the artifact, if one inflicts damage or possibly kills another being, it extracts power from that event somehow. Now, once a certain threshold has been reached, the artifact has the ability to kill anything you attack with it. How you attack with it, I'm frankly not certain, indicating that the artifact is autonomous in some way. To date, I've only deciphered about 2/3, give or take, of the markings, but my initial glance at the rest of them indicates it harbors some far greater power. As you know, at this time we have not seen any reaction of the cube, and it has been seen any scanning, breaching, or other test beyond freaking out and examining. I suspect that just like the civilization that constructed it, it's capable of
and you will never find it.
So Betruger just told me he hid the Soul Cube in hell and I will never find it, except for I know I will find it. Because damn it, that's so much research material right now, I have to go find it. Did I just run up on an arch file and like... Yeah, I think I did. Oh, that's good, because he would have mugged the crap out of me otherwise. On to Delta Labs 3.
Access granted.
This is the personal audio log of Dr. Frank Serrano, dated September 19th, 2145. I've been brainstorming on Betruger's thoughts about achieving sustained, uninterrupted transfers for the teleportation units. Currently, our systems can only build enough of a charge to have the portals open for approximately 10 to 15 seconds. Engineering and control facility informed me that we can theoretically boost the active portal time to 45 seconds quite easily. But this will require rerouting power from central processing, and we just can't afford how we can sustain transfers for longer than 60 seconds without giving serious thought to reorganizing the teleport power grid. I'll sleep on this. This is Dr. Frank Serrano signing off.
Decontamination chamber sequence initiated. Decontamination process started.
Okay.
Decontamination complete.
These are not those fuckers.
Please select teleport destination. Pad 2 selected. Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
My patience with you is well. Look around you, Marine. Everyone is dead, and soon you will join
I am not. Thank you.
Warning. Chamber malfunction. Please select teleport destination. Pad 2 selected. Decontamination changes initiated.
Damn it. Whoa, that didn't work for sure. Okay. Give enough on that.
Decontamination process started. Primary system failure. System shutdown. Backup systems online.
Stop him!
Maintenance personnel moving in chamber. Pad 1 selected.
Making progress, Marine? Your journey is futile. You will die, and your soul will be mine.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take a break here for just a minute. We'll be back in like 10, 15, and continue.
It is trapped in hell forever.
I'm going to hell. I mean, I'm gonna go to hell and get it, and then come back and kick your ass with it. That's the plan.